So, is God the author of evil? Ooh, the Calvinist. Oh, God is not the author of evil. Let me tell you something. Let me put this into perspective for you, okay? God is the author of judgment. The question is not is that God is not evil. God is in a position of authority to judge his creation. God judges, and God has Satan on this planet, who rebelled against him, but at the same time has this position because there were angels going throughout the world in Job, and Satan was going throughout the world to see whom he might test, to see if there was anybody righteous. Satan was the big tester. So where you been, Satan? God says. Have you considered my servant Job? He's righteous in everything he does. You put a hedge around him, take away everything he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. Is God the author of evil? Go ahead, Satan. Do your worst. You may do this, you may do that, you may do the other thing. You may take his children, you may take his house, you may take his animals and flocks, you may take his money. And so Satan did so. Is God the author of evil? So then, Job did not curse God to his face. Curse his body then. God says, okay, Satan, go ahead. And so he strikes Job with boils. How could God do such a thing? Oh, think about this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the Bible for you, okay? This is the truth. There were angels that rebelled against God, and there was one angel who exalted himself in his own righteousness to the point he felt that he was more righteous than God. The angels rebelled. And God's like, well, I want to make a people for myself. Do I want a people like these angels that rebelled against me? Sure, he could have did it any other way. He could have just created them not to be rebellious. But no, there must have been a reason why he created a peoples that were rebellious against him. He created angels that rebelled against him. Maybe in his wisdom was higher than our wisdom. So he took the dirt from the ground and he blew life in it. A piece of clay, basically. A man. And that man was rebellious to him. He was placed in the garden and had everything going for him, but the minute he got the opportunity, he rebelled against God. So Satan came, and as soon as Satan had the ability to test him, God created him rebellious. Satan tested him and he failed. He was kicked out of the garden, but then he was shown mercy. He was shown mercy, he was given animal skins, and it was said that the Messiah would come. So all the evil that happens on the planet, everything that happens on the planet, man has no right to say anything about. All of mankind is under condemnation. He destroyed the world once with the ark. He flooded the earth. God did this. God sends his angels to destroy. When these nations came against nations, the Amorites, the Hittites, all these people, God sent the Assyrians to kill the Jewish people when they rebelled against him, but then had mercy. God sent armies against people. God told Joshua, or God told even Moses, when Joshua crossed the promised land, he was to take the land. And it wasn't because of their own righteousness, but because of the wickedness of the other people that they were judged. And God did this crazy thing where he sent the Jews out and they were to slaughter and annihilate all these bad people. God is the author of judgment, ladies and gentlemen. And God is the author of salvation also. And so now you look at the idea that this is the reason why he rose up the Pharaoh. So did God love Hitler? Did God love the Pharaoh? What about Herod, this terrible person? Did God love him? Did God pay for his sins? You see, ladies and gentlemen, when you really put it into perspective, you start to see that this whole silly argument just comes from this humanist idea where people decide that they're going to sit in the seat and judge God. And those are probably the ones that are going to be judged by God. Thank you.